The sun is essential for life on Earth. It provides us with light and heat and makes photosynthesis possible, which in turn produces food for us to eat. So what would happen if the sun suddenly disappeared? Would we even notice if it vanished from the night sky? And how long could we survive without its light and warmth? In this video, we're going to find out what would happen if the sun disappeared for 24 hours. Our nearest star, the sun, is approximately 94 million miles away from Earth. It might seem far, but it's actually very close in astronomical terms. The distance between Earth and the sun is so great that it would take light 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from one to the other. This means that when we look up at the sun, we're actually seeing it as it was 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago. Let's imagine that one day the sun suddenly disappears. We wouldn't notice anything unusual right away, since we would still see the sun, as it was 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago. However, we would soon realize something was wrong when we looked up in the sky and saw that the sun was missing. People would panic and wonder where the sun had gone. Some might think that it's the end of the world and start to freak out. Others would try to look for answers online or on TV, but there's no need to panic because the sun isn't really gone. It's just really far away. It would take 8 minutes and 20 seconds for us to notice that the sun wasn't there, but it would take much longer for us to feel the full effects of its absence. You see, the sun provides Earth with light and heat. Without it, our planet would be plunged into darkness and temperatures would plummet. But how long would we have before these effects were felt? The answer might surprise you. As mentioned earlier, light takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from the sun to Earth. This also applies to the absence of light from the sun. When the sun disappeared from the sky, light from other parts of the universe would still reach us, but it wouldn't be enough to illuminate our planet. Everything would appear dark because the sun is the closest star to Earth, and the light from other stars is too faint to make up for the sun's absence. However, we wouldn't immediately plunge into total darkness. There would be a brief period of twilight lasting about 2 hours. During this time, some sunlight would still be present in the atmosphere, and the sky would have a reddish hue. This is because the sun's rays pass through more of the atmosphere than usual during twilight, causing the blue light to scatter and leave the red and orange colors. But after the 2 hours, the light from the sun would no longer be visible in the sky. The absence of sunlight would have a devastating impact on our planet. Plants would no longer be able to photosynthesize, which means they would die. Animals that eat plants would starve and eventually die as well. Humans would only have a limited supply of food and water to sustain themselves. But how long could we survive without the sun? The answer depends on our ability to ration our food and water supplies. Without sunlight, Earth's temperature would drop drastically. In a matter of days, most of the water on Earth would freeze and the planet would become a giant ice cube. The average surface temperature of Earth is about 57 degrees Fahrenheit. But without the sun, it would plummet to about negative 110 degrees Fahrenheit. At this temperature, all life on Earth would cease to exist. Not only would humans not be able to survive, but all plants and animals would die as well. Even the microorganisms in the soil would perish. Earth would become a barren, frozen wasteland. To make matters worse, the Earth's core is powered by the sun's energy. Without the sun, the core would cool, and the magnetic field that protects us from harmful cosmic radiation would disappear. We would be bombarded by cosmic rays from space, making survival even more difficult. In conclusion, the sun is essential for life on Earth. Without it, our planet would be plunged into darkness, and temperatures would plummet. We would only have a limited supply of food and water to sustain ourselves. And to make matters worse, the Earth's core would cool, and the magnetic field that protects us from cosmic radiation would disappear. So let's just hope it doesn't disappear anytime soon. Now watch what happens to your body after 72 hours without sleep, or check out this video instead.